Hi guys, thought I'd make a video since I'm not sleepy. It's like 12, almost 12:30 almost. But I haven't had an Ambien since April Fool's Day. Ambien. I mean they took me off of it cold turkey. And I've been taking Ambien since 2002. So I was highly addicted to the stuff and tried to get off of it and no luck. And so now I'm free from Ambien. But I still haven't learned how to go to sleep without something. I think it's probably because I nap during the day and my sleep cycle is messed up, kind of off. But my pain management doctor said I had to get off of it because I could die in my sleep because I'm on the fentanyl patch and the hydrocodone, the 10-325s, and the tizanidine and the gabapentin, and all of this just too much Schedule 2 medication. So, but I'm glad I'm off of it. But they had me taking Benadryl to get some sleep. So I took some Benadryl maybe around 11, and it still haven't kicked in. But I just don't want to have to take Benadryl every night either. I just want to go to sleep like normal people. But another reason why I'm up, we were under a severe storm watch, and I think they may, in fact, I think they hyped it up because they were talking about baseball size hail and just a terrible storm, and it makes you kind of weary because I don't want to go to sleep and have to wake up to hail. And you just, I don't know, you just want to be prepared. I got my flashlight and stuff, and I can hear thunder in the background, so the storms are coming. I just don't know how severe they're gonna be, but I'm looking at the weather now, and they said they think it's just gonna be a regular spring storm, and no severe hailing going on. So that's a good thing. But I'm just waiting on my sleeping pill. Not my sleeping pill. The Ambien, not Ambien. God, well, I guess it must be kicking in. But it's Benadryl. Benadryl is kicking in, and I think about Benadryl. Oh yeah, here it comes. Benadryl makes me drowsy. I still be drowsy in the morning. It's just you don't wake up alert. So I just lay here and sleep a little more. But can you imagine taking Ambien since 2002, and I'm done with it. So that was just as hard as kicking a drug habit. Well, it is a drug habit. I mean a crack cocaine habit. Cause my brother, he had a cocaine habit, crack cocaine habit, and he has a sleeping pill habit. He told me, he said, Mary, you ain't gonna never be able to get off of them sleeping pills. He said that's harder than to get off of crack. And it is cause of withdrawals. You really have withdrawals from that Ambien. I started jerking and shaking, and my general practitioner would call me every morning and ask me how did I make it through the night, and I told him I was having the jerking and the shaking, and they said they wanted to give me a couple of them, and I said my pain management doctor said I can't have it, and I can't afford to not be able to get my pain medication. So if I have to choose between the two, I know I have to have the pain medicine because God, you talk about withdrawals. Mm-mm. And even my pain is just too bad to not have the medication for pain. And, the chronic pain, they tell me that I'm going to be in this condition the rest of my life. So, maybe not. I'm looking forward to the day where I'm not in any pain. It's got to be a day. And I'm still alive. I know when you're dead, you're not in any pain. But I'm looking forward to the day when the pain is gone and I'm up moving around like I used to, because man, I was thinking about the way I used to be when I was in my 40s. That's when I started this business. Man, you talk about strength. I could pick up a sofa, put it on sawhorses, flip it over, all of this by myself. I mean, that's probably why I'm in the condition I'm in now, but it was no big thing for me to pick up stuff and work hard, work 2 days straight, because you got a job that's got to be out. And there were times when I would have decorators, because I had this one decorator that did Fox and Jacobs model homes, and she kept me so busy. But I was so thankful for that. And they had this grand opening coming up, and the fabric wasn't in, and just they wanted to change a sofa. And I remember one time we had to get a sofa ready in one day, and we did it. I say we, me and my sister, but she took them. She couldn't hang with me all night. We'd be working in my garage, and it's about 1 o'clock. I could tell she's getting sleepy. She'd slow down a little bit. And she said, I'll be back. I'm going to the bathroom. I said, okay. I said, but I need you to finish these cushions now. You coming back? Yeah, I'll be right back. Man, I'd get the stapling and putting on the outside bag, getting ready to close the sofa up. I don't see my sister nowhere. And I finally, about 1:30, I'd go in the house, and then she fell out on the sofa. So I gone on back outside and in the garage and just work. And sure enough, about 10 o'clock, she come back out there. Ooh, I see you through. I said, yeah. And they sent a truck to pick up the sofa. And then, you still had to keep on working because you got other jobs that you didn't do because you had this rush job. But the decorator didn't care about me charging her double. And that was good. So I went on and did that, worked like that. But I was thinking about how I wasn't mean, but I just didn't let people run over me either. Because I'd say 99.9% of my customers were white, and probably 50% of them were decorators. Yeah, more, but probably 60% were decorators. But a lot of them were real nice, and then you had some that were just ugly, and you'd have to tell them where to go. But I remember one time this decorator called. I had never met her, and she called and told me who she was, and um, she was driving through the industrial. That's where my shop was, in the industrial area, and she saw my shop. And she says, I need you to give me some references so I'll know if I want to let your workroom do my jobs. And before I could even blink, I said, you want me to give you references? She said, yes, because I don't know you. I said, I'm going to need some references from you because I don't know you. I said, how long have you been in the design business? And she was getting huffy. She took a deep breath. Huh, I've been in the design business for over 20 years. I said, well, who was your workroom before you came to me? What shop? Who did your work? And why are you looking for another shop? She did another huff. Well, I just need to, I like to have more than one shop. I said, but can you give me references from these different shops and how do you pay? Do you pay your bills on time? Because I've had decorators who owe me, I have decorators who owe me money right now. What they would do is give you a deposit on a job. You go and deliver the furniture, and you understood that the decorator is going to pay you after the customer finished paying her. I understood that. So you expect your money no less than a week. But this one decorator, she disappeared. She wouldn't return my calls or nothing. And she owed me close to $900. And that really hurt me. Because you got people who did the work, your upholsterers, you still have to pay them. So I just didn't trust decorators that I didn't know. So well, I just want to do business with you then. I said, well, I'm not going to miss anything. I said, because you can't tell me why you looking for another upholstery shop and you've been in the business 20 years. I'm leery about you. So she said, we have a good day, and she hung up. But that was a time when I first started in the business where if a decorator called, ooh, I'd be so happy. You just be ready to kiss their feet and do anything for them. But after you get wise to their little antics, you just know you don't even get excited when they come, because especially a new one. But my older ones, we had a real good relationship. I met some real nice people. There was one decorator, man, she was the sweetest thing. She would come by, and I didn't even have any jobs going for her, but she would just come by in the evening when we getting ready to close and bring me some watermelon. She knew I loved watermelon. And I kind of took a little bit of offense. I said, she brings some chicken there. I know she's trying to be funny. But she brought the watermelon and she sat down on the edge of the dock with me and ate it. She said, Mary, I love watermelon. And she said, let's see who could spit the seeds the furthest. So I'd spit and she'd spit. And she began to tell me about her past growing up in the country. And she moved to Dallas. And then she said that it was a place called Hall's Chicken. It was a black man, North Dallas, and he made the best chicken. But he didn't like white people. And she said she loved that chicken, but she would have to get her black friends to go in there and buy it for her. And I said, you got to be kidding me. She said, no. He refused to sell to white people. And that was his right, because white people wouldn't sell to blacks back then. And so I said, wow. Kathy, her name is Kathy Tubb. She may be dead and gone because they were older than I am. So, but that my decorators, the ones that stuck around when I first started out, and they knew the spirit I guess would give them this unction to pay me, because there were times when money was tight, and they would give me a big job, and there were times this lady named Kathy would write me a check for the full amount of the job. And I said, oh my God, Kathy. She said, no, I know this will help, and I know your work is good, so I'm just going to pay you the whole amount. And there were times I actually cried, because I had just asked God to make a way, because I'm glad to get the job. I was telling the universe, I need more than just a deposit. Maybe another job will come in. And this woman would write me a check for the full amount. And sometimes when they would pay the whole balance, that would make me relax a little bit and put the deadlines off. But I was glad to get the money. But I knew I worked under pressure, because I would procrastinate and stop this job and work on another job because I need my cash flow coming in. So But when she would write the full amount of these checks, that would make me a kind of lax and not stay on schedule with these jobs. But I tell you, I was a working woman back in the day. Man, 12:30 at night, ah man, I would get me a cup of coffee and I'd burn the candle at both wicks. It wasn't nothing to stay up all night. That may be why I still don't sleep that much now. But God, the storm is coming. I'm gonna get off of this computer. I'm at 15 minutes and I'm just talking, but I'm just glad I'm off of Ambien and just have to get to the point where I can just sleep, without sleeping aid. But maybe I will and maybe I won't. But no more Ambien. I'm free. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.